What's up, football fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a major story coming out of the NFL that could completely reshape the future of the Dallas Cowboys, and it involves none other than Cooper Kupp, one of the league's most elite wide receivers. That's right, the Los Angeles Rams have officially released Cooper Kupp, and Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are all over this, reportedly very interested in bringing the superstar wideout to Dallas. What does this mean for the Cowboys? Could Kupp's arrival turn them into Super Bowl contenders? We're going to break it all down right now, so sit tight, because this news is one for the books. First off, let's talk about Cooper Kupp. We all know him as one of the most consistent and talented receivers in the NFL. He's been a standout for the Los Angeles Rams for years, a key contributor in their 2019 Super Bowl run and the star of their 2021 championship victory. Kupp was named the Super Bowl MVP that year, and honestly, it wasn't even close. His performance in that game, with his critical catches and ability to come through in the clutch, solidified his reputation as a top-tier wide receiver in the league. Kupp's 2021 season was one of the best we've seen from any wideout in recent memory. He finished with 145 catches, over 1,900 yards, and 16 touchdowns, winning the receiving triple crown as the NFL leader in all three major receiving categories. His chemistry with Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford was undeniable, and they quickly became one of the most dangerous quarterback-receiver duos in the league. So, why on earth would the Rams decide to release a player of Kupp's caliber? Well, it all boils down to salary cap space and the Rams' current financial situation. Like many teams in the NFL, the Rams have had to make some tough decisions this offseason in order to clear up space. While Kupp's impact on the field is undeniable, the Rams are also trying to get younger and more flexible with their roster. With that, the decision was made to part ways with the 30-year-old receiver. It's a shocking move, considering Kupp's status as one of the premier players in the league, but it's also one that opens up an opportunity for teams like the Dallas Cowboys to swoop in and make a move. And when it comes to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, it's no surprise that they are in the running. Jerry is always looking for ways to improve his team, and with the Cowboys' Super Bowl window wide open, adding a player like Kupp makes perfect sense. The Cowboys have been consistently competitive, but they've fallen short in recent years, often struggling in big moments during the postseason. Many fans and analysts have pointed to the team's offense as an area that could use some improvement, especially at the wide receiver position. While CeeDee Lamb has emerged as one of the top young receivers in the NFL, the Cowboys have lacked a second true playmaker on the outside who can stretch the field and make those game-changing plays. That's where Cooper Kupp comes in. If the Cowboys were to land Kupp, it would completely change the dynamic of their offense. Imagine this: Dak Prescott, who is already a capable quarterback, now has two top-tier receiving threats in CeeDee Lamb and Cooper Kupp. We've seen how dangerous Lamb can be as the number one receiver, but he's had some inconsistencies in big games, and sometimes the Cowboys have struggled to consistently move the ball through the air. Kupp, on the other hand, is a proven commodity. He's a player who can consistently get open, run precise routes, and make spectacular catches in the clutch. His ability to read defenses and adjust his routes accordingly is second to none, and that kind of skill set would be a perfect fit for Dak Prescott. Think about how much more dynamic the Cowboys' offense would become with Kupp alongside Lamb. You've got two elite receivers who can each stretch the field in different ways, and a quarterback who is more than capable of getting them the ball. It's a match made in heaven. But the question on everyone's mind is, will the Cowboys be able to land Kupp? The competition for his services will be fierce. While the Cowboys are certainly a top contender for his signature, they're not the only team that will be in play. The Rams will likely field offers from several teams that are also in need of a number one receiver. Teams like the Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, and even some teams in the NFC East could be looking to make a run at Kupp. So, the Cowboys have their work cut out for them in convincing Kupp that Dallas is the best place for him to continue his career. From the Cowboys' perspective, the idea of landing Kupp is tantalizing, but it's not as simple as just throwing money at him. The Cowboys have a salary cap to consider, and Kupp's asking price is likely to be hefty. But if Jerry Jones is willing to make it work, it could be the move that propels the Cowboys back into the elite conversation in the NFC. The Cowboys have been close in recent years, but something has always been missing. Adding a player like Kupp to the mix could be just the piece they need to finally push through the postseason and make a serious Super Bowl run. But we also need to consider the fit within the Cowboys' existing roster. The Cowboys have invested a lot in their offense over the years, particularly in Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. So, while Kupp would be a fantastic addition, there could be some adjustments that need to be made to incorporate him into the system. It's one thing to have the talent, but it's another to make sure all the pieces fit together. Dak Prescott is a veteran quarterback, but he's had some ups and downs in the postseason. A player like Kupp could help alleviate some of the pressure on Dak, especially in key moments when the game is on the line. Another thing to consider is how this signing would affect the Cowboys' overall offensive strategy. The team has been known for leaning on their running game, with star running back Ezekiel Elliott being a focal point of the offense for years. However, in recent seasons, there has been a shift towards a more pass-heavy approach, especially with the development of Dak Prescott and the emergence of CeeDee Lamb as the top target. If Kupp were to come in, the Cowboys could be looking at a more balanced attack, with the ability to hit teams through both the air and on the ground. This kind of balance could be deadly for opposing defenses, who wouldn't know whether to key in on the run game or worry about the potent passing attack that would feature Kupp, Lamb, and Prescott. When you add it all up, the potential signing of Cooper Kupp would be a game-changer for the Dallas Cowboys. It would give them a dynamic receiving duo that could rival the best in the league and provide Dak Prescott with the weapons he needs to take his game to the next level. The pressure on the Cowboys in recent seasons has been immense, and despite having one of the best rosters in the league, they've come up short in critical playoff moments. But with Kupp in the mix, the team could finally have the right balance of talent and leadership to make that elusive Super Bowl run. Of course, we can't get ahead of ourselves. Nothing is guaranteed, and the Cowboys will have to battle it out with other teams for Kupp's services. But if Jerry Jones can pull this off, it would be a monumental move for the franchise and could significantly alter the landscape of the NFC. The Cowboys have a chance to go all in on this season, and Cooper Kupp could be the piece that puts them over the top. So, what's the bottom line? Will Cooper Kupp join the Dallas Cowboys and bring a much-needed spark to their offense? Time will tell, but if the stars align, this could be a deal that changes the course of the Cowboys' future. Keep your eyes peeled for more updates on this story, because if Kupp does make his way to Dallas, it'll be one of the biggest moves of the offseason. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're as excited as I am about this potential move, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more breaking news. We'll be keeping you updated on all things Cowboys, so stay tuned, and as always, go Cowboys!